Vicki here with Grandma Vicki Crafts. Today we're going to make this cute little elf doll, and it is soon the season that the children all like to have a little elf appear in their home. So I'm going to show you how I made this little elf doll, and I made her from a little doll that I picked up at our Dollarama store here where I live. So let's get started. So I have all my pieces cut out to make our little elf dolly here. And I'm using felt. It's all felt. And so, let me see here. We have a hat. The hat, you need 2 pieces, 3.5 by 3.5, and you sew that to form a triangle. And then you have a trim strip for your hat, 7 3/4 by 3/4, and you sew that along the top. For the body, you cut 2 pieces, and they are 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. For the arms, you cut 2. They are 5 inches by 1 3/4 inches. You fold them in half, and you sew. So you'd fold it in half, and you'd sew each piece. And the same for the legs. The legs you cut 2, and they're 6 1/4 by 1 3/4, and you do the same thing. You fold them each in half and sew them together. And the boots, you cut 2, and they are 2.5 by 1 1/2, 2.5 inches to the toe, and 1.5 inches to the top of the little boot. And then the mittens, you need 2 pieces, and they're 1.5 by 1 1/8. You sew them all the way around and then turn them inside out. And then you have a little collar, which is a square. It's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then I cut that into a circle shape. So we'll show you that as we get to it. So I'm going to take all my pieces now and go to the sewing machine, and I'll be back to show you then what I do next. Now that I have my pieces all sewn together, it's my leg, and I've got my chenille stem folded in half, and I'm going to stuff the fold down in. And so there, that will be so we'll be able to bend it. Now I'm going to sew my body pieces together. You have the 2 body pieces, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the arm in as well. So I'm gonna put both arms in, and I'm going to put my top, where are we here? Put my top piece over top, and I'm going to sew that down so that then when I turn that right side out, the arms are going to be sewn in already. So I'll show you that when I get back. Now I've got the pieces, the legs, the arms sewn into the body. And I'm not going to lie, it is a little tricky to do it that way, but then you can turn it all inside out and all the pieces are now attached. So then you're going to stuff it with some stuffing, and then you're going to put her little head with her body in, and then this part around the neck will be hand sewn, and then we'll put the little collar on. And so there she is so far. So here's our cute little elf. Now he has got bells on his toes, his little hat on his head, and I'm going to put little freckles on his face just with a little marker. just to add a little extra cuteness to him or her. Now, I cut out a round piece of material that is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So it's a circle. I folded it in half this way, and then I just made a snip through the center. So now if you want to make your little elf into a little girl, you can just pull her skirt on. And there we have a little girl elf. So I think she turned out pretty cute, or he turned out pretty cute, whichever you would like to have it be. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was easy enough for you to understand. So you could always email me or message me if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.